Welcome to Boards of Valor. I'm Elizabeth, and this is my June favorites. I have a little cheat sheet to just talk about some things, and so I'm going to start with tarot, because that's what I would want to see first. I got two tarot-esque things in this month. So I got an oracle deck and got Ogham things. I really want to learn this, but I think that's how you pronounce it. It's Ogham. Terrible pronunciations. So those are the two new to me things. Super excited about this deck. Have a video planned for using it. I have a conundrum. So I filmed all my oracle decks for the deck collection because I was organizing them anyway, and basically as I go through them every year, I kind of rearrange where they live, because I have that whole if I don't see it, I kind of forget it exists thing. And I've never not purposely bought a deck again because I wanted the new edition for some reason, or the smaller version, because I'm a sucker for something tiny. But I did that with oracle first, and I think I should have done the tarot first. And I don't really love how those videos came out. The first one was fine. I like it. She was good. And then after that, I also kind of rushed it. So I'm just I could do this better. I also probably need to do that process again better. So yeah, there's much more to come, because people always ask me how many I have, and my answer is I don't want to count them. I don't want to know that number. And so I kind of need to start by looking back at that collection, my collection within my collection, to see what bits of the collection, because once I found the other collection friends, I put them in the collection. So it's oh, these are obviously important enough that I'm Pokemoning them, that I put them all in the same basket. Literally, it's a basket. So then as I stumbled upon the friends that I just hadn't pulled out, because either when I was organizing them I wasn't planning on doing that, or it just didn't click that was part of the family, they, once I did find them, went into the basket after their video was done. So we need to just check in on that, and hopefully I will have time. I've been so sleepy. Today is Sunday, July 12th, and this past week all I have done is basically sleep. Every 5 seconds I just feel like a bowl of exhaustion. So I have all these lovely plans, but I just feel like I don't have the energy to complete them. I also work a really weird super early shift, so we can partially blame that as well. So that's the new decks, that's the deck collection videos, and then we're going to talk about the Somnia pair. So I did this for my I post a new and full moon reading every new and full moon on Substack. So I used the Somnia tarot and oracle, and I've used the tarot before, not that edition, but this was the guidebook. I loved it. Love. Excuse me. And I actually have been meaning to do a reading for myself, but reading when I'm already exhausted is not it. That's not it's just not a cup of tea. It's not super helpful because I'm too tired to really grasp the messages. So that is also on my to-do list, to do that reading with those two guys for me. And usually when I read for myself, it's much bigger. So it's a big I think I might need to do a smaller one, because those are So there's a lot of depth there. That's the word I'm going to use, depth. I feel like there's a lot of depth there. I feel like I'm pronouncing it wrong. Do you ever say something so many times that you're like, I don't know how to pronounce the word anymore? I feel like I'm making awful background noise touching these. Okay, the moon readings, the new decks. This is, I haven't been great with my book study with this. Have I been reading it? Yes. I haven't been like really sharing much because I just like really wanted to make like these cute worksheets for anyone that ever wanted to join. But I'm not, listen, I'm a lurker prior to this new public facing choice that I've been making recently. And so like I get that there might be people that are like, oh my god, this is so fun, but like she's never posting anything about it. And I'm like, I don't know that anyone's following along, and that would give me a lot more motivation to stay on top of it, because that's how I work as a person, and like God forbid I like disappoint someone. But I have been reading and highlighting the crapola out of it. So I might just do like update videos on how it's going. Like maybe I'll just review my notes and like talk about part 1 and part 2, because I'm past part 1. I'm on part 2 in my personal reading. I'm on chapter 4 exactly, so I'm into part 2, and it's just, there's a lot in here. Like this book's gonna take forever because it needs to be digested slowly, because there's so much. And I just, if you missed anything about this book before, I did Mariana's class, the Archetypal Tower School. So it's not a class, it's like a whole college course, and it's a lot. So when I'm done reading this, I can tell you like the differences, I guess. But so far I'm happy to have done both, because there's a community there. So like that's one of the cool things about doing programs, is like a lot of them include like interacting with the other people doing the program with you, which I think we need more of. Oh no, I totally shouldn't. It's okay. I meant, so this was like my notes review post-it that I totally put in the wrong spot. It's fine. Everything's fine. It's gonna be okay. Anyway, next. This is so chaotic, but it's fine. For some reason, I cannot read these post-its very well because it's like a red post-it. And so that is giving me a second. I listen to videos, including my own, at 2x speed, and listening to them regular, I never realized how slow I talk now, because when I was younger, I used to get made fun of because I talked too fast. My voice, I think, also has gotten deeper because it was very high-pitched when I was younger. Like, thank you to anyone who listened to me. YouTube, I really have been really into a few channels lately that are just like, oh my god, watching because you posted. I like to have background when I'm cleaning, when I'm crocheting or coloring, so I've been coloring a bit more too. I really like Jelly Roll gel pens, but I just switched back to markers recently because I like to do my coloring books like mixed media. That was a sidebar. Maybe I'll bring the color. I was doing it more in July, so I need to write down that to talk about that more for July. Since we're in the middle of July, you might get some sprinklings of July. Spoiler alert. Alexi, I don't know how to say her last name, Fraice. Really like her thoughts that are different. Mary Grace, love her videos. She's like someone I like run to. I also read her Italian folk magic book this year because I feel like Irish and Italian Catholicism kind of has that folkiness to it. And as someone who grew up in the Irish version, it was really cool. I actually read it when I was in Ireland, which I thought was hilarious. Because I'm a silly goose like that. But I love her thoughts. I like how she like combines the two. Cause like, I don't know. I'm like going through this whole thing with Catholicism and like the teachings of it. I talked about it in my welcome video, so like see it there. But like she's a good example of like what I'm thinking of with it versus like the people that are like running away from tarot, because I think it's highly, there's so much Christian symbolism in tarot. But yeah, Mistress Ray, love her, because I also do not like talking to my face on a phone all the time. So I really felt very seen when she speaks about that. Waves of Your Soul. I love her accent. It just makes everything she says sound better. I love when people have accents. And yeah, that was all my YouTuber faves. Next is books. So I started, I don't have it, The Wheel of Time 2, which I don't know the name. Oh, what happened to you? I don't know the name of the book off the top of my head because I've been referring to it in my head as Wheel of Time 2. I do that with characters also. Like, I don't remember their names. And I'll just, like, call them something, and then eventually in my life, I might learn their name, and then it's like, oh, yes. But sometimes they're just a nickname forever, because I'm the kind of person that is awful at remembering names, so I, like, might remember something, and then that's what their name is. The thing that was memorable to me, which isn't my best quality, but is what it is. Okay. I have a book on my iPad, so that's why. So, like, because I don't know how to edit, what am I doing? Because I don't know how to edit, I took pictures or, like, sent from my phone pictures of things that I want to talk about. So I read this book, Starside by Aster. Really liked it. Very excited for the next one. Also read about the Claddagh, which was really good. Super short. Loved. I didn't know that. I knew the Claddagh was like connected to Galway, but I didn't know like the lore behind it, or that there was like a little museum in one of the shops, because I'm in that city center like when I am in Ireland a lot. Actually, the last time we didn't go to Galway City at all, which was weird. Which again, I'm there a lot. So I really want to go to the museum now, because now I know that it's a thing. This is a new book I got in, the Odessy. I've read it before in college. I read it in a different edition. It's like blue and reminds me of the sea, but I heard good things about the Emily Wilson edition. So I thought this would be fun to read with the movie coming out. Because I like Christopher Nolan stuff, and I love like a book and a movie adaptation, because I just find it fascinating. Like, I saw a movie in my head. What movie did you see in your head? How is it different? And it's either, oh, that was a really cool version, or you shouldn't do that anymore. This book I just finished, The Deep by Rivers Solomon. If only I could read. I really enjoyed this. It was very heavy, so like look up the topics. I want to read about sirens and mermaids because I listen to sea shanties sometimes, and so I'm pursuing that. This I also got, that was from the library. This is from the library. Scream is one of my favorite movies. I would watch it on repeat when I was 10 years old, which is probably a concerning thing to admit. Love this cover. I am currently on page 95, and I am just loving every second of that. I'm obviously still, I always have like at least 5 books open, because I like to have a fiction book open. I like to have a non-fiction book open. I usually have a tarot or astrology book opened, and I always have an ebook opened, because I have tried to not doom scroll and read instead. So I like to just have it on my phone, so that it's like, if I ever am in the situation where it's like, oh, I wish I had a book, like, it's on my phone. So I'll just like, and that one usually gets read a little bit slower. Where are my post-its that are guiding this? I tried to like rate this out in a way that like flowed in a sensical way, because I'm kind of very tangential as a human being, and I get like made fun of sometimes because I'll like start a conversation about A, then start talking about B, and then I'll randomly like continue the A conversation without telling anyone we're back on the A conversation. And the people that love me have learned to just adapt to that. But yeah, so music and podcast, I don't have pictures for. Sorry. Bring Me the Horizon and Poor Man's Poison are the main two musical things I've been listening to. And podcasts for June, I didn't make note of, but I'm pretty sure I like caught up on Ladies Who Lore, which is hilarious. Like, I like podcasts that either educate me or true crime, or feel like like I'm just hanging out with my own homies and we're just talking about things that I enjoy. So like Ladies Who Lore, love it. I love their wine thing. It makes me want to drink more wine, which could be a good or bad thing. And Beheaded was the other one I caught up on. I also found out my podcast app on my iPhone unfollowed That's Pretty Dark, which is one of my favorite podcasts, so I have a lot to catch up on there. And yeah, the other stuff was this month. So this month, spoiler alert, I've been listening to a lot of A Psychic Story, I think it's called. And then I think it's called The Girls Group Chat. It's like 4 Irish women. Hilarious. Like, I was crying at work of laughter. Where are we going? All right, one posted down. We did it. Next up. Okay, I already talked about my library books and the books I already read. See? I have a plan and I'm still going everywhere. Somatics. I've been doing a somatic program. I'll wait till I'm done to share who, what, where, and what, when, and why, if you care. But I haven't done it the past 2 days, so I have to like go back and do like day 2, and then I can continue on from where I started. Like, you're allowed 4 days where you haven't done it to do that, and then if you make it to day 4, you have to start from the beginning. So today would be the 2nd day of not doing it, so I'm still like, okay, today would be day 3, because I just totally forgot, and then yesterday was a long day. Anyway, breakfast. I've been eating breakfast, which sounds very silly, but I'm not a breakfast eater. It used to make me nauseous, but now I'm trying to eat breakfast before I drink my coffee, and I've been big fan. Sometimes I just have yogurt, which is like a food that I either love or absolutely abhor. So right now I love it. I've been taking hot girl walks, which have been really fun. Didn't take one yesterday. Can't really take one today, and that makes me a little sad. I'm gonna try to take one tonight though. I've been to the beach. Love the beach. It is what fills me with joy to survive the rest of the year. Also, have been drinking a lot of Arnold. I can't say that word now. My mouth is so dry. The Arizona iced tea 50/50. Haven't drank those in forever ever, but recently been obsessed. Maybe, I don't know, summer. But yeah, I'm gonna take a sip. Also got new Nalgene water bottles again, because I can't drink from Meadow. This actually transitions into one of my next things. I can't drink from Meadow because I had braces for 4 years as a child, and metal straws, metal cups, no. So I always have to get one with a straw, and they've just been giving me problems, so I just went back to these because they're easy and I can drink from them. I have been journaling. I just posted on Substack about that, how I've been doing a lot of morning pages, and I really do like it. I genuinely enjoy it, but I miss reading in the morning because I was doing really good at putting a book in that time to just kind of relax to start my day on a good note in a fantasy world. And then I switched to reading the morning pages journal, so I didn't have time to read, which allowed me to be really successful with the morning pages, but I don't know. I'm taking a break from them. I would like to plop free writing time in another part of my day, I think. I also don't want to wake up someone in my house, so that's why I'm talking a little low. So I hope you can hear me, because it's been 20 minutes, and that would suck if this is useless. What else? Okay. I went to the dentist, speaking of dental things, for the first time in forever, and I totally cried the first appointment, like twice, because I had many anxiety attacks, because I was terrified. But they were so nice. My friend recommended them, and having a nice professional in a place where you feel very terrified is an absolute gift. And I had to have a lot of work done. My mouth still hurts, and I had 2 weeks ago, I had a bigger thing done. It was like 2 fillings on the bottom that were really close to my gums. And then last week, I had one on the other side of my mouth, but like I can't rest my jaw right now because like the filling needs to be shaved down a little more. But I'm going back soon to pick up my retainer that I had them redo because mine broke and it's also disgusting and 20 years old. They're gonna make it purple, which I'm very excited about, because I'm like 5, so that's fine. So hopefully once I see them, other than the healing that still needs to take place, all will be good. And then the last thing I wanted to chat about was crochet. So for you to appreciate this chaotic ball, this is going to be a Yorkie. Right now he is in progress. This is like a passion project for a friend as a gift for some lovely help. But so I made 3, and so this is what this one originally looked like. And so now I'm adding his fur, and this is taking forever, which is okay, because that's like, it's not an easy process. So once he's all furred, so he has a little bit of his hand to finish and his head, I'm going to brush out the fur and then give him a haircut. And I have another one that is like a similar, because I did 3 of them. One was completely done, so that went to its home. And so this and the other one will require haircuts, which is terrifying. But I was like, I'm gonna do them at the same time because I just feel like that's better for me. And so in the meantime, I feel like I had another one of these. Oh, here it is. I've been crocheting flowers, and like obviously these won't look like flowers because this is like step 1. So I have step 1 because I miss crocheting, because this is like a crochet project, but I'm no longer crocheting. So yeah, that's where I am on my main crochet projects. This one I want to finish. I recently rewatched The Mummy and The Mummy Returns, and I really remember liking The Mummy Returns more than I did on this rewatch, but still not awful. It was fun to watch while working on the Yorkie. I also have never watched The Sopranos, so I'm currently watching it. I'm on season 5. Such a good show. So happy to be watching it. But yeah, so that's my life for June. I will hopefully do another one of these in July, because I like watching these videos for people, and I figured maybe you do too. And that's all. I hope you have a great rest of July. Bye.